intensity is only picking up on the hardwood over at Indiana State as the ISU men's basketball team officially begins their march to the start of the new season. Marty Ledbetter has been following the Sycamores closely during the offseason, and he brings us the latest from the trees on this episode of the Sycamore Way.
After spending their entire summer getting to know one another and install their systems for the new season, the 2025-26 Sycamores opened their fall practice to close out the month of September. With the official start of the new year now upon us, the Sycamores now begin to see how well they've conditioned themselves for the upcoming season.
I think just talking with the guys in the huddle, today with certain guys, you just got to take it drill by drill. It's going to be long. You're not going to be in the best shape that we expect to be in. So yeah, taking it drill by drill, kind of voicing through certain things like that.
It's a bit tough coming into the 2.5-hour practices, but I mean, when you got all the guys that have been going through the fall, and we did some conditioning in the fall too, I don't think it's too much of a shock. It's definitely an uptick. You were watching practice, we were probably a little more tired than normal, but it's not too bad.
We just got to keep the intensity up. I got to make sure every day is just going hard, and we got a couple more days to our first scrimmage, so we got to make sure we're prepared.
But it's not all basketball for the boys in royal blue and white. Now, school has started as well. Freshmen to grad students are once again having to play that balancing act of being a full-time student at Indiana State, coupled with being a Division I athlete.
It gets tough. I mean, I know my schedule's a little lighter with some classes, but I know a couple guys who got morning conditioning and then 2 classes and then lift, and then they had to eat and then practice. So it definitely gets tough.
It's definitely a lot of time management. You got to plan stuff. You just have a lot less time to chill. So you got to make sure you have your day planned out before you just start doing stuff.
It can get tough, but that's what you sign up for. You sign up for those classes, you get ready to go.
And then there's the added pressure of finding one's place on this team. With so many new faces this year, there's no clear-cut starting 5 or first guys off the bench in this year's lineup for Coach Graves and his Sycamores as we enter the fall. But that also means that every spot is up for grabs. And now it's that level of intensity that has Martin, Ian, and Camp all hungry to go out there and earn their spot in the rotation.
The pieces we added are great, and so it's just great to see everyone gelling together, and yeah, it's a great thing to see.
And we still got to compete against each other. The season isn't happening tomorrow. Whatever teams that we're on right now, it isn't set in stone for what we have for the season to play out in March. So yeah, things get jumbled around. So yeah, got to come into practice ready to put somebody on the floor, I guess.
I think it's honestly exciting. When you get through the summer and then you get through those first practices in the fall, you're definitely ready to go, especially after a spring of workouts too. So I think with our first practice being today, I'm pretty excited to get, honestly, these practices over with already and the season to start.
And fans are excited too. Next month, Marty will sit down with Camp, Ian, and Martin as they prepare for the first game of the season, as well as that marquee matchup against the Duke Blue Devils that will happen in mid-November. Still to come on Good Day Live, Dean Richards has his review of the biggest movie to hit theaters this weekend. You'll definitely want to stick around for that right after the break.